Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday morning, August 4th. It looks like there'll be a surge of high heat and humidity today into the northeastern part of the nation, the hottest day of the week. High temperatures this afternoon, places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, likely 95 to 99 degrees. There's certainly maybe a few spots, isolated spots, that could have a flirtation with the 100-degree mark this afternoon. Humidity, uncomfortable as well. And then a slow-moving frontal system will work its way from the northwest to the southeast into the mid-Atlantic region, into the northeast U.S. over the next 24 hours or so. This is a weak front, certainly will not bring much, if any, relief at all in the heat and humidity. It won't be quite as hot on Friday or Saturday as it will be this afternoon, but not a blast of cool air, that's for sure. And this frontal system sticks around right through the upcoming weekend, keeping unsettled conditions for the Midwest, the Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic region, and the northeastern part of the nation. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast map from NOAA's Weather Prediction Center from this morning, Thursday morning, all the way to next Thursday morning, just to kind of get a big picture of what is expected over the next several days or so. I want to point out a few things. First of all, the northeastern quadrant of the nation, quite a bit of rainfall, and a lot of this over the mid-Atlantic region, the eastern Great Lakes, and northeast U.S. will take place over the next 72 hours or so. The threat for showers and thunderstorms to the mid-Atlantic region, for example, in the northeast U.S. return this evening, late in the day, and tonight. That threat returns tonight and continues on Friday, Saturday, and probably into Sunday as well. A couple other areas to point out. First of all, continuation of monsoonal moisture throughout the southwestern states over the next several days. Places like Arizona could even have some flash flooding with some heavy rainfall in this monsoonal type of weather pattern, and all the way into eastern California and up across Utah and Nevada. Now notice also quite a bit of rainfall in the coming 7 days over the Gulf of Mexico. This is starting to look more and more like tropical system may try to form either in the Gulf region over the next 7 to 10 days or so, perhaps in the southwestern part of the Atlantic Ocean. It certainly has been a quiet start to the Atlantic Basin tropical season. The ACE index we've talked about frequently, the accumulated cyclone energy, something like a third of normal for this time of the year. But we're still rather early. The vast majority of the tropical storms that develop in the Atlantic Basin form from this point on. I think something like 90% form from August and September and October. So certainly there'll be time to catch up in terms of normality for tropical activity. And over the next 7 or 10 days or so, we'll take a close eye on the Gulf of Mexico and maybe even the southwestern part of the Atlantic Ocean. Well, here's the latest radar loop from Weather Underground's WSI, Intellicast.com, and you can kind of see radar echoes associated with the frontal system. Right in this region right here is most focused down across the Mississippi Valley region. A place like St. Louis had some decent rainfall overnight, and they don't need it, and some more headed for Kentucky and Tennessee, and they don't need it either. But kind of a boundary zone right in this region that extends all the way from southeastern Canada across the Mississippi Valley, and this moisture is associated with that monsoonal flow of air where some moisture gets fed in, both from the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean into the southwestern states. That pattern will continue over the next several days or so. This frontal system is a rather weak one, but it will slide very slowly to the south and east over the next 24 hours or so and pretty much stall out right in this region right here by the time we get to late Friday night, and that will pave the way for some unsettled weather conditions, not only from later tonight, but through the day Friday and really through the upcoming weekend in this part of the nation. Well, let's break down the 0Z run of the operational version of the GFS, and we're looking here at the 500 millibar vorticity field. This is in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. It also shows the wind field here, and one thing we'll notice right off the bat is very weak wind flow right in this part of the nation, and that is the problem with frontal systems moving in from the northwest or the southeast. They tend to slide down like this, and then they encounter this very, very weak wind flow and just stall out southern part of the Mid-Atlantic all the way across the Tennessee Valley and even the Mississippi Valley. And that's one of the reasons why this part of the nation has received some tremendous rainfall amounts over the past couple of weeks and will continue to do so over the next couple of days. Frontal systems just stall out. It's kind of the graveyard of frontal systems right in this zone right here, and it looks like that will take place again. Very, very weak wind field. That does a couple of things. Not only does it slow down and increase the chances for a frontal system to stall out, any shower or thunderstorm that forms over the next 72 hours or so in the Ohio Valley, the eastern Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast U.S. will tend to be very slow-moving cells, shower or thunderstorm cell, given this weak wind flow. That, in turn, increases the chance for some heavy rainfall. So any shower or thunderstorm that forms over the next 72 hours or so, northeastern quadrant of the nation, could be very slow-moving, could produce a lot of rainfall in a short period of time. A little wave here associated with that frontal boundary zone over Indiana this morning, and again, it's enhancing the rainfall right now in southeastern Missouri, western Kentucky, western Tennessee. Let's move forward here into the last day of the work week right here, and this will be an unsettled day on Friday in the Northeast, in the Mid-Atlantic, in the eastern part of the Ohio Valley, and again, can be some heavy rainfall. And just look at this wind field. It's pretty much non-existent underneath a high-level ridge across the central and eastern part of the nation. You have to go way up here across the northwest U.S. into southern Canada to see any kind of a wind field of importance by the time we get to tomorrow. Let's move forward here. And again, that front just stalls out. Weak disturbances kind of rotate around, and any one of these weak disturbances or little areas of vorticity or energy aloft can produce some shower and thunderstorm activity. This is the Saturday morning forecast map. Do not expect total washouts this weekend in the Ohio Valley or the northeastern part of the nation, but certainly can be scattered showers and thunderstorms, any one of which can produce some decent rainfall amounts in a short period of time. Still just an unsettled pattern as we get all the way into Sunday. And again, very, very weak wind flow in this part of the nation. A little bit of a circulation pattern right here over the Mississippi Valley. You'll see by the time we get to Sunday morning, a real strong vortex sliding into the northern plains by the time we get into the latter part of the upcoming weekend. Well, let's take a look at the 850 millimore temperature anomalies, and we've talked about this for the last couple of days. A surge of heat and humidity reaches the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast U.S. today. This will be the hottest day of the week. Again, high temperatures in the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to New York City, maybe Boston as well. Well up in the 90s, probably 95 to 99 degrees. D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Don't be surprised if there's a few isolated flirtations with the 100-degree mark. Now, let's move forward here. It will stay very warm on Friday. This is the Friday morning forecast map. You'll notice here, we do not get below normal, at least at the 850 millimore level. A weak frontal system will not provide much, if any, relief in the heat and humidity going forward. What it does do is produce some more unsettled weather conditions with the chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms both tonight and tomorrow, as well as Saturday and Sunday. Look at upstream, though. There's still some chilly air for this time of the year. This is a Saturday morning forecast map, and that piece of that cool air mass does work its way into the northeastern part of the nation. Here we are by Tuesday morning. It's cutting across the Great Lakes. Very warm period Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in the Mid-Atlantic region, Northeast U.S. Probably 90 degree will be the typical highs after today's mid to upper 90s. And some of that cooler air does make its way down into the Mid-Atlantic region, cutting off this extended period of very warm and humid conditions. Here we are by Wednesday evening of next week. And let's just quickly move forward beyond that. Stays relatively close to normal, maybe even a little bit below normal by the middle of next week through the second half of next week. And the heat again rebuilds over the central part of the nation. If we move Look forward again, we'll see yet another cool air mass tries to work its way into the northeastern part of the nation as we get into the middle part of the month. But the real hot weather will again develop over the central plains. That's where the most sustained heat has been all summer long, and it looks like that kind of a pattern will continue as well right into the middle part of August. Well, let's wrap up by looking at the surface forecast maps from the 0Z run of the GFS. Nothing going on right now precipitation-wise in the big cities along the I-95 corridor region. Certainly can be an isolated shower or thunderstorm later this afternoon, and even a better chance comes later this evening into the midnight hour or so. There certainly can be some shower and thunderstorm activity that rolls from the northwest to the southeast into the I-95 corridor region, let's say between 7 or 8 p.m. and 1 or 2 a.m. Again, watch out for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here's the high pressure system behind that frontal system, and it's a weak one. It slides kind of east to northeast into the southeastern part of Canada. This is the forecast map for Friday morning, and that high, it's a weak one, and it's sliding in this direction. So it's not providing much push at all for this frontal system that by tomorrow morning will be located right here. If the high were driving south and east, that would be a better way to push this front well off the eastern seaboard. But the fact that it's weak, moving into southeastern Canada, you have a weak wind field in the upper part of the atmosphere, this front has nowhere to go. It'll just stall out, and it will weaken also over the next couple of days, but strong enough to produce some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Any one of those showers and storms can produce some heavy rainfall. Here we go by Friday afternoon and Friday evening. GFS is putting out some yellows here that represent some heavy rainfall. I totally agree with this idea that there can be some heavy rainfall on Friday or Friday night along the I-95 corridor region with this weak frontal boundary zone. On Saturday, may start off kind of calm Saturday morning, but by afternoon and evening there'll be a redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms. Not a total washout, but certainly there can be some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Still quite warm, humid conditions. And even on Sunday, still the threat of some showers and thunderstorms. Probably not as high of a threat in the mid-Atlantic region on Sunday as it will be on Friday and Saturday. Nonetheless, there can be isolated showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Then we go into the early part of next week, and in this particular case, there will be quite a strong frontal system by the time we get to Monday night over the Ohio Valley, the eastern Great Lakes, right in this region right here. Notice we have a stronger high pressure system behind it. That increases the chance that this front will push south and east and maintain its boundary zone, and indeed I think there'll be a pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms by the time we get to Tuesday night in let's say the eastern Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeastern part of the nation, and that front should have enough push behind it with the high going farther to the south and east. Notice it's dropping from here down in this direction, this particular high pressure system, as opposed to moving off into southeastern Canada like the one over the next couple of days will do. This increases the chance that the front can indeed push off the eastern seaboard, and a relatively decent air mass pushes into the Mid-Atlantic region. We're talking almost a week away by the middle part of next week. So some high heat and humidity today. Temperatures well up in the 90s in that I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Chance for showers and thunderstorms increases late today and tonight, and certainly continues on Friday, Friday night, Saturday, and maybe even into the day on Sunday as well. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.